right, hello. Good afternoon, Jay at home people. Today you are going to need, for my second class series in the 4-class series of mat Pilates classes, you're going to need a light set of hand weights. And if you have something like a TheraBand like this, I realize if you don't have that at home, that is no big deal. Another thing that would work would be just a belt or even a towel. So we'll be using it to do things when we're wrapping around like this. So whatever you can find for that. And then a set of hand weights, maybe 2-3 pounders. You don't need a heavy set for this workout today, because I don't want you to be kind of barreled over by the heaviness of the weights and be distracted with that. So today's class is your upper body trunk stability and arms workout. And what you're really going to be focusing on is core stability, trunk stability from here to here, shoulders, and integrating all of that into what makes up the core and the trunk. So the trunk relates to the spine, and how your spine and your trunk move together is super important in facilitating that core strength and activating the inner and outer core. So that's what we're going to be working on today, plus a nice little arm workout and upper body workout. All right, so let's get started with that. We're going to go ahead and have a seat. So we will start seated today. I'm going to take the TheraBand here, and we're going to start by just seated kind of like this. Nice sit tall into those sit bones. And we're going to take that TheraBand and we're going to start to work with some breathing here. We're going to wrap it around so it comes around by the back side here, so the rib area. And we're going to create a little tension here and just want to pull back into it a little bit. So I want you to sit tall into your sitting bones. Your feet can be up or down, that doesn't really matter. Take a nice breath, inhale through your nose. And on your exhale, I want you to kind of curl back into a little bit of a C curl as you kind of drop those ribs a little bit. And then you'll exhale and sit back up. So you're going to inhale, and as you do so, you'll push back into that TheraBand a bit. Exhale, come up to sit tall. Inhale, drop the ribs, C curl. Exhale, up. Let's keep going. So we're breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. And last one. So on this next one, we're going to reach those arms out with an inhale, and we're going to bring it out, in, and pull those arms back in. So I'm going to cinch up a little more right here. And I'm going to reach those arms out, create a little tension with that breath, and exhale out, inhale in. I'm going to draw those elbows back. Reach out to the side, exhale in, and inhale back. Let's do that again. Inhale out, exhale in, inhale back, exhale, draw the elbows one more time. Reach out, creating that little C curl again. Now I want you to just hold that tension and feel that right around the backside where those ribs are. And you're gonna breathe and curl and down. Curl, C curl, scoop the belly. And inhale, exhale, relax those shoulders. Inhale, exhale, relax those shoulders. 1 more. Exhale and exhale up. Good. Let's sit tall into our sitting bones. So we're going to sit tall with our feet about hips width wide and reach those arms out. I'm going to create a little bit less tension now so I can move in the way that I want to move. So we're going to breathe and go here. We're going to take an inhale. Start with your arms here in front. Exhale, reach that right arm out to the side. Exhale, back center. We're going to keep those ribs down. Sit bones anchored, back here. So inhale out. Exhale, back center. Inhale, rotate left. Exhale, back center. Keep going. Inhale, right. Exhale, back. Let's take 2 more in that way. Exhale. 1 more. Finding that rotation and that twist in the spine. Keeping our rib cage down. So we really want to focus on that core stability here today in that trunk. Relax the arms down so they can actually get a little tired on that. So we are going to start to roll on down to our mat, bone by bone, and we're going to use our resistance band. Exhale, roll down. Now you're laying down. You go and take that band out from behind you. And I want you to hold the band. I'm going to wrap my hands a couple times with it because it's kind of long, depending on what you're working with here. We're going to do something called rib cage arms. So again, trunk stability, shoulder stability, strength in the upper core, facilitating that connection of the trunk to the spine. Here we go. We're going to have our abdominals engaged, navel drawing to the spine, a slight little pelvic tilt. We're going to keep our ribs down. Take an inhale and start to reach those arms back. And here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to do that, okay? It kind of defeats what we're doing here. We want to keep the ribs closed and engaged and down. So inhale back. This might be enough right here when you feel those ribs start to pop. You want to draw the ribs down, engage the stomach and glutes a bit. Exhale back. Let's try that again. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Find that breath pattern. Again, really trying to get those ribs to kind of knit. Now you want to think of widening the collarbones a bit here. If you can, come all the way back. You're keeping those ribs down, great. If you can't, you go to where you can. We're going to add to this. Come back here to center and pause a moment. Draw that navel to spine. We're going to add the tabletop legs to that. Right leg rises up, left leg rises up. Notice right away what that does to your pelvis and your low back. You don't want to be here. You want to be here. Rock that tailbone up a little bit. Pelvic tilt with a breath. Inhale, rib cage arms, we go back. Exhale, and inhale, reach. Exhale. Keep breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Knitting those ribs, you guys. We're going to add even more to this by adding levers to the movement. We're adding to the abdominals and the whole core connection here, that whole equation. So we inhale to reach that right leg, and we got those rib cage arms going still. We bring it all back with an exhale. Inhale, reach that left leg, rib cage arms, knit those ribs. Let's breathe. If this part is too much for you, the legs, maybe your low back's giving you trouble or whatnot, for whatever reason, feel free to go back to tabletop and hold, or put your feet down to the mat for a modification. Keep breathing. Focus on the ribs. Focus on the collarbones, widening. Focus on the placement of your spine and your pelvis. You want 1 more each way. Last one. Perfect. Go ahead and bring the feet down to the mat. Bring your arms down. I'm going to put our band off to the side. Always going to do a little bridging. That's always a good focus in any class, but especially even in a stability class. So we're focusing again on now the pelvis, which connects up towards the whole rib cage scenario we're working on today. So we're going to do a little pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt, like your pubic bone is tilting up towards your belly button. Find that engagement with a breath. Peel that tailbone off to the sky. We go up, up, up. Now, this is where a lot of people will start to pop the ribs open and let everything go. That's not what we want to do. We want to keep the ribs closed, like I'm sewing them together, needle and a thread, and then exhale back down. You're going to feel that glute and hamstring engagement right away, all part of the core connection. So glute and hamstring connection, pelvic tilt, belly strong, needle in. Then we peel off the spine, one vertebra at a time. We come to the point where we feel the bridge and the glute and hamstring engagement, but our ribs are still closed. And then exhale back down, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra. Keep going. So we pelvic tilt. We peel that spine off, vertebra by vertebra. Pause at the top. Notice if the ribs are splaying a little bit. That's normal. See if you can close them off a little more. Feel those abdominals engage. So again, we're trying to activate and turn on the inner and outer core today. So we pelvic tilt, and we peel it off. Up, up, up we go. Ribs are closing. Exhale down. Let's do one more. We pelvic tilt, we scoop and we lift. Great work for that backside. Holding up here. We're going to give you a little challenge now. We're going to pulse up an inch, down an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, up an inch, down an inch. 4. Drive through the heels. If you want a little more, you can lift your toes up. 5, 4, 3. Keep those ribs closing. 2. Pause here and melt those hips down to the mat. Great work. All right, we're gonna extend our legs out nice and long and bring ourselves up to a seated roll up. Here we go again. We're gonna go into those rib cage arms, right? So rib cage arms, don't splay, don't do that. In fact, draw your ribs in and the spine down a little bit with an inhale. Exhale, roll it up, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra. We come into all fours kneeling. So all fours kneeling. Take a little check of your spine here, readjust your clothes, do what you gotta do. And so let's line up properly. So we have shoulders in line with our wrists, hips over the knees. Take a nice breath. Pull that navel to your spine. We're gonna do something called swimming prep. You might know it as bird dog. So we reach that right arm and left leg out. We pause, hold. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna start leaning into one side. You don't wanna lean into one side. You want a strong core. Pretend those hip points are like little laser beams shooting to the mat. Lengthen the neck. Good. Bring it all back in. Reset. Find your neutral. Inhale. On your exhale, reach left arm, right leg, pause, hold. Swimmer prep here. We're lengthening the spine. We're working on some back extension. Again, this all connects to your core stability and your upper trunk stability. Holding, holding. Bring it all back in. We'll add to that. Find your neutral again. Reach right arm, left leg, we pause, hold. Square that left hip down. Try not to lean. Bring the left leg out to the side, right arm out to the side. Bring it back to center. Do it again. Feel that connection, that whole body is working here. Lots of work into those obliques, right? Lots of core here. Stability again for balance. Last one. And then bring it all back in. Let's reset back to your neutral spine. Pull that belly in and back. Extend that left arm. Extend that right leg. We hold. Square the hips off. Tighten the core. Draw the navel in. Left arm goes to the left. Right leg comes to the side. Back to center. It doesn't have to be a huge movement. It can be very small right here. Inhale. Exhale. Doesn't matter how high your leg is. It depends on your hips. Last one. Good. Go ahead and bring those hands back down. Legs back down. Let's take a quick rest moment before we move on. We come into a little shallow stretch here. Take a moment. Open the hips. If you want to open the hips more, spread the legs wider. Lengthen the arms long. Sink your chest towards the mat. Take one more breath. And we're going to rise back up to your tabletop, because what is a upper body core workout without a plank, right? So we're gonna learn a good plank. Planks you can do so many different ways, but for today, we're gonna start with a high plank. If you have any shoulder or wrist issues, feel free to please be on your elbows and forearms, okay? But let's start here today. Shoulders over the wrists. Tighten the abdominals and inhale, reach that right leg out. I want you to lengthen the neck here for a moment. Notice your tippy toes creating this long line out through the crown of your head, literally. With a breath, bring that right knee back in. Inhale, reach that left leg out. Create that long line first. Tighten the core, pull up the low stomach. Bring it all back in. Extend that right leg. Extend that left leg. We hold into your plank. Pause here, nice long neck. Shift the shoulders over the wrist. And then begin to rock back and forth with an inhale and an exhale. Inhale. Exhale, tighten the core. Pretend I put that TheraBand all the way around your midsection, tight around you like you're wearing a corset. 5, and we have 4, and we have 3, we have 2. Remember, you can go to your forearms. Last one, we hold. We draw that right knee in. We draw that left knee in, and we set it back to your child's pose. Or shell stretch, right? Hold and breathe. One more breath. And we're gonna go ahead and we are going to do one more thing right here. More exercise. This is called thread the needle. So great to add into your upper body routines, any core stability workout, getting that upper trunk mobility. So we reach that right arm up and we bring that right arm across and stretch here. We're not gonna hold it. We're gonna make it a more dynamic movement. This can reach out and under reach. Up. Working to get that movement in that upper trunk. Feel that rotation. Last one. Don't need a lot of these, just enough to feel like you're moving through that upper spine. All right, we come back to holding all fours again. For that other side, inhale, reach that left arm up, exhale, hold and stretch. As the left arm's reaching to the side, the right arm's reaching away and up. And here we go, up, up, up. Exhale. So you're gonna feel nice and warmed up when we get to our standing series today. Let's do one more here. On hold. Perfect. Roll it all the way out. All right, so we're getting ready to transition to our standing series where we'll be using our weights. All right, so today with the weights, we got 6 exercises we're going through, and we're gonna go through them twice. So, very focused again on your upper body, your trunk, stability, and core integration. So, first one's called the shoulder opener. You're gonna have your little hand weights in your hands. Your feet are about hips width distance. You will bend your knees slightly. And you're gonna pitch slightly forward. Now when you pitch forward, make sure you don't do this, right? And don't pop those abs, pull those ribs in. So pull the ribs in, okay? And tuck the tailbone a little bit. So we're gonna bring those arms out to the sides and slightly back. From here, we're gonna tap in and out. Tap, this is called shoulder opener. So we're gonna breathe and we're gonna tap, tighten the abdominals. Keep breathing. We're gonna do about 30 seconds of each one of these exercises, 6 of them, going through twice. So you're tapping. If your weights feel too heavy for this movement, you have any shoulder injuries, get rid of the weights or drop down. You can use a water bottle or you can use a can of soup for weights if you don't have weights. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna rise up to stand tall. The next one's called shave. So in Pilates, especially on our reformer in the studio, we have an exercise called shave the head. We use straps and a moving piece. On the mat series, we can use our hand weights as well. So we're gonna bring our hands behind us into a diamond shape. If the weights are too much for you or it bothers your neck, get rid of them. If here we are in a diamond shape, tall spine. We're gonna reach the arms up, exhale down like we're shaving off the back of the head. Now as we do so, we lengthen the spine. Good. Now try not to pop those abdominals. Try to keep knitting those ribs in together as we rise up and down, shaving off the back of the head, breathing, pulling a string out of the crown of your head. Just keep that movement going. I'm gonna do about 5 more seconds of this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and bring those arms down. And that next one is called arms wide. On this one, if you have a wall near you, go stand up against a wall. If you don't, you can do your best right here without a wall. If you have a wall, I recommend standing up against it. It just gives you kind of a piece to feel behind you to help you with your posture, because all of this is related to your posture, right? So nice tall spine, pull the belly in and up. The arms are gonna go wide up into a V and then back down. And a wide V, come up to that V, retract those shoulder blades, knit those ribs. We don't wanna bang the weights. We wanna keep the activation, right? Right here, pause. Inhale, reach out to that V. Big stretch, exhale down. As you go, keep knitting those ribs, breathing. Strong and steady on the movement, connecting to breath. Big V here. Exhale down. We'll go 5 seconds more. 4. You've got it. For 3. We have 2. And last one. Great. Next one is called goalpost arms. So we bring our arms up into a 90 degrees. Again, you can lose the weights if needed. Take a nice big breath. We're gonna pulse those arms up, down, up, down, up, down. Tighten the core. Put the belly into the spine. Knit those ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're doing 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Amazing, those little 2-3 pound weights, and you got a burn going in your shoulders. Chest expansion is next. All right, just again, if you're familiar with the reformer, great. If you're not, no worries, you can do it all on the mat. Same thing we do on the reformer with the straps. We inhale to reach, we pause. Exhale, bring the arms down. We're going to look to the right, to the left, to the center, return the arms here. Hold down with an inhale, squeeze the triceps. Pause there. Look right, look left, look center, return the arms up. Inhale to pull down, contract through the triceps in the back. Look right, look left, look center, return the arms up, keep going. Draw those arms down with an inhale. Look right, left, center, good for your neck too. You get a good stretch. Inhale down, pause, hold. Exhale, look right, left, center. Return, we'll do one more here. Pull down and squeeze the backs of the arms. Look right, left, center. Good. Last one is called side stretch. So we can keep the weight for your side stretch. Your overhead side stretch, or you can lose the weights, whatever feels good to you, but open your feet a little wider. We're gonna rise up that right arm. We're gonna take a nice big side bend here. Hold that a moment. Bring that arm all the way back down. Inhale, reach up that left arm. Exhale, we side bend. Just keep breathing through the movement. Reach that right arm up, we side bend. There you go. Just putting all of these movements together for you. Feel good. Able to work out at home still. You can do lots of great work here. Get your home base there. Lots of things inside your home you can use for props. Keep breathing. Big stretch. You want to feel that side bend and you don't want to cave over quite so much. Big stretch all along that side body, that QL. Big stretching here, intercostals opening a bit. Last one, we rise up that arm. Last time, big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. And exhale down. Let's go through that whole sequence again. One more time, you're gonna really feel your arms and shoulders today, and that was the goal as well. So your shoulder opener. Here, bend the knees a little bit of a hinge pitch. Try not to pop the tummy. Ribs pulling in, reach the arms back and squeeze back, squeeze back, squeeze back. Keep breathing. Breathing, breathing. It might get hard with those weights, right? Your hands and arms will start to drop. If you need to get rid of the weights or lighten the load, do so. Try to work through it. Opening those shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going right into shave. Arms come up. A little less rest this time, right? You know the movements now. Hands in a diamond shape. With my weights, I kind of just turn them in. If you don't have weights, your hands will go more like this, okay? All right, we're gonna use the weights though, and we're gonna shave off the back of the head. We're gonna tighten the core, and we're gonna bring those arms back. So it's not a tricep extension, right? Right. We're feeling those muscles that are called your back extensors, right? This is postural muscles too, which is all relative to that trunk stability and that core. All right, down and up. So when your trunk is strong, stable, and moves well, things will turn on in your body. You will start to feel much more integration of your core, be able to move so much more freely, be able to really work harder in your upper body and your whole entire body. Last 3, good, 2, and 1 more. So that will shave the head, good. Next one is your arms wide. So remember this one, we were up against the imaginary wall. If you have a wall behind you, you're gonna come out wide to that V. Exhale down, inhale, reach, exhale down. Remember the focus here is a lot about keeping those ribs in, connected, not letting those ribs pop out. While you're working your shoulders and your arms, your whole entire upper body, and your core is being challenged. Good, keep reaching in that V. We have 4 more. 4, 3. You have 2 left. 2. And then 1 more. Perfect. Next one is your goal pose. So we come right up into that wide V. Think 90 degrees. I've got myself into a Pilates V here on my stance. Go ahead and try that. You're going to bring those arms up to 90, and then you're going to pulse. Pulse, right? Little micro pulses here. As you go, knit those ribs, pull that belly in and back. Tuck that tailbone a little bit. Tighten the seat. Feel like you're getting taller with each little micro pulse. Put that belt on around your hips and your pelvis. Hold it all together. 5, 4, 3, 2. We have chest expansion. Arms go down. We reach those arms out in front of you. Hold. With an exhale, pull down like you have straps in your hands. Look to the right, to the left, to the center. Return. Inhale, pull down. Look left this time. Right. Center, change it on you. Up here. Pull down. Look right. Left, center, return the arms, draw down, look left, right, center, keep going, down, right. So in Pilates, and especially in this movement, in most of our movements, left, right, center, we work a lot of eccentric. Here's the eccentric, pull down, 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 look left, right, center. We have 1 more, up, push down, squeeze your triceps, look right, left, center, good. And then we have our chest expansion. Oh, we just did that, so sorry. Hello, I'm here. Side stretch is your last one. I knew we did that one. So we're up, up, up with that right arm. we come over and we take that nice side stretch. Woo. And down. Reach that left arm up. You can do this with or without weights. And just kind of work on really trying to open up that side body. Maybe spread your feet a little wider. You'll get a little more movement. Just be sure you don't cave over. And reach up and over. And we go back. One more each way. Up, over, down, and up. We go over. We come down and relax. Great. Okay, good job on your standing series. Put your weights off to the side. So we are finishing on the floor seated with some spine stretch, mermaid. We've got some saws to do. We're going to have a seat. I'm going to turn this way. And what you're going to do here, let's go ahead and grab our TheraBand again. Hopefully that's near you. You're going to wrap it around your feet. So wrap it around the bottom side of your feet. Maybe roll once or twice around. Sit up tall. And we're going to use the TheraBand today to get a little kind of tactile sense here of what we're doing. So we're going to drop that rib cage again, nod that nose to chin, chin to chest. We're going to go into what's called a pelvic tilt again. C curl. Exhale, rise up with a little gentle pull, right? C curl, look to that belly button. Rise up, reach. Small movements. You should feel your stomach working. You should feel your spine getting this amazing stretch. The integration of the abdominals. The ribs in place still. And last one. Really find a little bit more of a scoop now. And I want you to come back a little bit more with your upper body and your spine. So let's stay here a moment and see if you can squeeze those abdominals. And let's take a rowing right and a rowing left and a rowing right and a rowing left with that twist and that rotation. And as we go, that opposite arm is reaching as that one arm is bending and pulling. Yes, we're working muscles in that upper body and trunk again. Trunk rotators, some lats, some back muscles, your core. Feel those abdominals just by holding in this position. If it's too much on your back, sit up taller. Or prop yourself up with a pillow underneath your tail or a block. Last one. Perfect. Now we'll stay here one more moment. We'll pulse up an inch, down an inch. Stay in that C curl. If you lose your band, just put it back. Just put it back. And go right back to it. Sometimes it has a mind of its own, right? Definitely. Here we go. And we pulse, pulse, pulse. You're going to be looking down to your pubic bone. 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna roll it up to sit tall. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and work on our knees. Actually, no, we're doing saw next. Sorry about that. I knew I had another exercise I wanted to do with you. So open the feet the width of your mat. So arms go out to a T. Another great one for your trunk stability and neck core strength. We rotate left. Pretend we're sawing off that pinky toe. Curl back up, sit tall center. Rotate right. Reach like you're reaching for that pinky toe. Rise up out of that waistline. Then find that rotation and reach. Okay, back center. Good. One more each way. Back center. Mermaid is next, and then we'll finish on our knees with our TheraBand, and that'll be about it for you today on your class 2. So Mermaid is a great one, whether you have equipment or not. You can do a lot with Mermaid even on the mat, so I love it on the mat as well. So what you're going to do is stack the knees, hips, and ankles. You're going to put your right hand on your top right ankle, give it a little tug, right? And from here, I want you to stretch first like we were doing those nice side stretches before. So you should be all pretty warmed up there. Find that stretch. And I want you to rotate under that left armpit and see if you can pull on that ankle a little bit more and feel that amazingness all along that left side. One more breath. Then as we take it to the next level on the mermaid, you slide out that left arm and come down to that forearm. Reach over that right side. We'll do that one more time. We're going to use our core to sit up. Grab a hold of that right ankle, rise up that left arm. Big side bending to the right side. And rotate that left shoulder back a bit and then see if you can look under that arm. Be mindful of your neck and shoulder if it's bothering you. Mine's a little creeping now. I noticed it. Draw it down. There we go. Hold that. And then slide it out. Take that nice stretch. Rise back up. Good. There's always pretty little transitions, but this is just a good transition right here. Just go to the other side. All right, so we're stacked. Okay, you're going to notice right away what side is tighter, what side is looser. We are on a tighter side now, just saying. So you might be there, and that's okay. So, grabbing hold of that left ankle, rise up that right arm. Reaching to side bend to that left. Breathing, and that should feel amazing. So you can create resistance with your own body by gently tugging a little bit on that left ankle. Draw that shoulder down. Now rotate. Let your body open up a little bit before you find that rotation. I'm tighter on this side, so I have to kind of ease into it a little bit more. Bring that right shoulder down a bit more. One more breath, and then we're going to slide that right forearm down to the mat. You have one more. Use your core to rise back up and grab a hold of that ankle and we side bend to the left. Again, we're going to start to lean back here. See if you can keep stacked here. And then start to rotate. Twist through your rib cage, your trunk, right? Reach, reach, reach. Relax that shoulder. And then bring that right arm down. And we reach it over. Exhale. Bring it on back. Good. So we're going to be kneeling for just a little bit. But we're going to do some draw the sword exercises with the TheraBand again, focusing on that upper body, kind of just putting it all together and getting those shoulders working again. I wrap around a couple times depending on what you're working with. You're going to have your left hand, left arm down by your left side. Your right arm holding in this way. So you have this envisioning that you have a sword and you're going to be drawing that sword out, right? Remember your core is tight. Even my feet down here are connected. So my feet are in a little bit of a diamond shape. I'm connecting through my inner thighs, my low stomach, my pelvic floor, and the seat. And inhale, reach. Shh, exhale back. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. You're going to have 4 more. 3. 2. Should feel the back of that shoulder right away. Last one. Perfect. You're going to bring that right arm down. Sometimes I'll unroll one. Go right into that left side. So create resistance by pulling down of the right arm, extending the left. Drawing your sword. That's it. 5 more. 4. Keep breathing. Remember that rib connection? Ribs connected. Shoulders down. Corset on. Collarbones broadening. One last one. One and done. We're going to finish standing. Come on up. A little bit for your biceps, so step on your band. You can get a lot done with your TheraBand here. Okay, I know some of you might have a towel or a belt, so this one could be a little bit trickier to get a bicep curl, right? If you don't have the TheraBand, maybe just pick up your set of hand weights and you can do what we're doing. So curl, curl, rock that tailbone under a little bit, knit those ribs again. Lots of upper body. You have 10 more. 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All right, wrapping it up. Last exercise here. So I'm going to just kind of get that trunk to feel it's really gotten work today and opened up. So let's go into our posture. Pull the belly in and back, knit the ribs, rock that tailbone under a little bit. Energy from the tips of your toes out through the crown of your head, and rise those arms up and bring them back. Now, watch what happened there. Even I kind of popped my ribs a little. Try not to do that. We want to go back, knit the ribs, try not to pop those ribs and really let those shoulders get that opening. And down. Inhale up. Exhale. Rock that tailbone. Knit those ribs. Knit them, knit them, knit them. Close them. Last one. And last exercise here. Reach out. A little band lat pull, right? So feeling the back muscles and the upper back between the shoulders. This is good for your neck as well. It all connects. Again, we're trying to integrate that trunk and spine with the shoulders, the rib connection to the intercostals all around the midsection. We have 10 more. 9, like you're pinching a walnut. 8, 7, tighten the abdominals, knit the ribs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done with the band. Put that on the floor. And let's just do a few shoulder circles. Release the other way. And we're going to finish with a standing roll down. So take a nice breath. Come to the edge of your mat. We'll do 3 standing roll downs. We're going to nod our nose to chin, chin to chest. And as you go, lift the ribs. Pull up through the low belly and the stomach. Navel to spine. Like a waterfall. Depending on your hamstrings, you'll know how far to go. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead and do it. If your low back is tender, hopefully not at this point, but it might be for whatever reason, bend the knees. Lift through those ribs. Standing, roll down. So good for your spine. Recommend doing these in the morning when you wake up. I would bend the knees first though, especially when you first wake up. Most of the times we're kind of tight in the spine. So one more as you roll down, 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 down. Big strong breath. Lengthen it out and pull it up, 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 up. And that completes your class 2 of our J at Home Pilates mat series. So good job. Thank you for watching this video and doing your workouts. Stay on it. Stay on it at home. And make sure you tune in for class 3, which is going to be lower body, glutes, hamstrings, and hip mobility. Have a great day.